Hey y'all, let's have a chat. Today, actually, what I want to talk about, we're just gonna get right into it, right? I have, some webcomic tools that have nothing to do with art, that I want to start sharing, and I'm gonna have this little, little series, and the first thing we're gonna talk about, straight out the gate, is a little program, it's called Obsidian. And, so what is Obsidian? Let's just put that out there real quick. It's a program, right? It calls itself a private and flexible writing app that adapts to the way you think. That's a horrible way to put it. Obsidian is a note taker. It is a world builder's fucking dream. And I'm gonna teach you about it. I do want to, note immediately, from just right now, one of Obsidian's main and best functions has to do with the fact that, it allows community creations, plugins specifically. Unfortunately, there are idiots out there who have added little AI plugins that can be downloaded and messed with by anyone. I have never, and I will never support AI art. And I'm genuinely exhausted with AI as a whole at this point. Still, it is entirely avoidable, and I don't think that this program should be condemned due to those who use it. And I swear by it, and I've been using it for a few years now, and it's only gotten better. And I'm just getting into it. I'm just getting really excited about it. So, I want to teach you guys about Obsidian because I want to help you guys get your thoughts down better. And sometimes doing webcomics has nothing to do with the drawing part. Sometimes there's a lot of stuff you have to do before you even get to that. So, as someone who has, tried to keep all of my information in notebooks and Google Docs and even just files on my computer, a nightmare world. It's different now because I have Obsidian, and I'm gonna bring you guys. We're gonna go on a little adventure here. I've made some things. Let's see if it works. We're gonna check out my screen. This is one of my desktops. There we go. Okay, so when you open Obsidian, when you download it, you should have a little box like this. All of the vaults that you've made, they're on the left, right? Like, these are ones you've already made. When you create a new vault, the vault is essentially... It's a folder that you name, and it holds everything you need, and you can copy this folder onto a flash drive and move it wherever you really need to. I need to let you know that some plugins make this process very chunky, very heavy, especially if you use icons in any way, shape, or form. If you're downloading icon packs by the thousands, it's going to be a chunky file switch. So keep that in mind. You really don't have to go too crazy with it. As far as, vault names and shit, whatever you want, I'm gonna go ahead and make another test vault. Fuck it. Your location, I always just do documents, and you just create that bad boy, and then it spits it out on another screen. I have to drag it over here. Okay, so, when you first open Obsidian, you're usually given a little guy like this, right? It's just a little box. It's really confusing. It's not really great. It's not really fun. But this single box has a lot of shit that you can do a lot in. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna delete the welcome guy. Alright. We're getting into it. This whole video is gonna have timestamps that you can jump around, because I have explained Obsidian a little bit before. I don't think I did a very good job before, because I was really just kind of shooting from the hip. And now I have kind of a little bulleted sheet that I'm going through. To start, I want to talk about notes. The main function of Obsidian is notes. They are stored as plain text files And that allows you to kind of, like, your information is going to be safe if you're moving it to and from Obsidian, you know, into other things. That stuff it's not going to disappear on you. It's really great to store it this way. Obsidian supports Markdown syntax, and some more things. So, you know, some things you're very used to, like using asterisks for italics and bolds and stuff like that. It does that. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a new note. This is what this little guy right here does, right? Shabam, right? In order to make this make sense, I'm going to do my best. We're going to make a sandwich. We're going to talk about sandwiches. We're going to say... Oh, I'm typing it really bad. My favorite. Oop. And which is egg. Ooh, is a breakfast. Which from Hogan's. Alright. Now, I've done some things here that look screwy. They look weird. Untitled, I can just call this, my favorite. My favy boy. Favorite sandwich. I can't type, guys. That's what you're gonna learn today. So my favorite sandwich is a breakfast sandwich, right? So, in typing these two little brackets, right? It immediately creates another note, but it creates kind of a ghost note, right? So if you look over here, our favorite sandwich note is sitting right here, right? And if we click on breakfast sandwich, poof, we go to a new note, and breakfast sandwich has now been made, and it's in all caps because I have a habit of typing my note titles in all caps. And we're gonna break this down. We're gonna say that a breakfast sandwich is consisted of bread. We're gonna say egg. We're gonna say cheese. I'm gonna be controversial over here. I'm gonna say fucking sausage. That's one. I don't like bacon. Bacon I don't get along with, right? Okay, now, breakfast sandwich. We have this, right? We are able to click on all of these, and they will, they'll light up, and you can talk about cheese and sausages and eggs all you want, you know, what kind of bread you like. You can create a folder to start. We'll make an ingredients. What if I could spell though? An ingredients folder, right? I need you to stay with me. I need you to stay with the vision, right? Bread, that's an ingredient. Back. Egg, ingredient. In there. Cheese, ingredient. Sausage, baby, you know it. Ingredient. Boom. Now all of our ingredients are in a little folder together. This is important. So, at Hogan's Hut, we're gonna say this place slaps. This place slaps. That's really all I have. They have great breakfast. See, and we're able to say breakfast sandwiches. And this links these two notes together. That lets you jump. Huh. Right? Go over here. Huh. Incredible. Stay with me. Just stay with me for a second, right? Because you can jump between these thoughts very easily. You can put them in folders, and then there's something called a graph view, right? And what this does is it creates kind of like a mind map of your vault, right? So you can start, this is where you start getting creative, I think, right? Because you can start fucking around with groups. What if I want, we'll keep it that, but we'll say we want it to match ingredients. So all ingredients are now, they're all red, right? And we can do this with folders, we can do this with specific tags, we can do this with so many different things that make a and you can zoom out like crazy. You can have a huge mind map, and you can just see how everything is kind of connected, and it all kind of comes together, and it has to do with breakfast sandwiches, right? And there's different things that you can do to make your graphs look how you want them to. You get to mess with guys. Don't we all love a big node? Thickness. A lot of Obsidian is really, really customizable, and that's why I love it. And another really fun thing is, let's say we start making sandwiches. Okay? Straight up sandwiches. Talking about them, right? Breakfast sandwich, dozen sandwiches. But I don't like how this is set up, right? I want like a way for like, I want like a template. Maybe even a sandwich template, maybe. Where it's like, I want to know what kind of bread? Condiment. So we'll do it like this. Oh, we did. Oh yeah, it will automatically finish code for you, and sometimes that takes some getting used to. Condiments. We have... What's the meat? What's the cheese? And then we'll say, like, time. Alright, like, when's you can have a sandwich any time of day. I don't want to argue about what time of day you need to. I'm just saying. Hear me out. I've made what it has the word template in it. This makes something very interesting. If we go into settings and we click around for a very long time, I think that there is a place. Oh. So you're gonna behold the screen and get used to it, because you're gonna be in here. You're gonna be in here. Like, you don't worry about plugins yet. That's a secret. Where the fuck? Themes, interface, text, font size. There is a place where you can put literally, I think it's in under files and links. Like, I feel crazy. Feel a little bananas. Stuff. Right here. How many of you were screaming? Anyway. So, I have to make a folder within here, right? So I'm gonna make a folder really quick and call it templates. Templates. And then we slip sandwich template in there like that. It's in there. We go here, we go, oh, there it is. It's templates. We say, yeah. That's where the templates are. And now it knows everything in there is a template. So if we're out and about and we're talking about breakfast sandwiches, and let's say I want to make another note about, Philly cheese steak. This is a dangerous, right? But I don't want to fill out, what was I talking about? Like bread, all that shit. I don't remember. You have your command palette over here. This is a really helpful little guy. And now we can type in the word template, and we don't even have to get that far. We type in we get template. Insert template, sandwich template. Bam! Immediately. Please stay with me. The possibilities. Holy shit. This makes world building, this makes character, profiles, this makes things so much faster. I'm showing you a very simple little vault, right, where, it's very simple. We go look at our mind map, we see that more things are happening. The cheesesteak isn't really connected to anyone right now. Kind of floating. It's sad. Sad little guy. Alright though. Okay. We've made a constellation. We're getting there. But now this is great, right? You can do this all day. There are so many ways that you can make your notes look very interesting. You know, like I said, it supports Markdown, so you can have like Sally at Hogan's Hut. But I'm talking about Hogan's Hut, so I really need to hear me out. Is the best at it, right? Okay. So, and then you can do callouts. You can do. There are so many things. You get to do it this way. You have to learn like a whole new language, and it's really fun. Please don't do me like this. Is it not like that? Does it have to be like? Oh, I get it. Is it like that? Yeah. Okay. Danger. So I'm able to make a little call out here where I'm like, oh, this is danger. I go, do not eat sandwiches made by Fred. We've made an enemy. Right. Alright, now we've have characters that are happening. We have lore that's dropping. Anyway, so this is kind of like the point of Obsidian. It does this. There's we're gonna get into the actual bread and butter here. You'd think it was all of this shit. It's not. We've talked for about 20 minutes now. We're not even where we need to be. I need to talk to you about plugins. Obsidian's, I think the best thing about Obsidian is the community and the plugins that people make. There are countless plugins that you can use for your vaults to make them more aesthetically pleasing, so you can set up workspaces that work for you specifically. But I do... what the hell did my sprite just do? You didn't see that. I do need to warn you, plugins do get abandoned, right? Like, you might fall in love with a plugin, and it might break with an update. And then you do not get to fix it. Like, it is, you kind of just, like, carry its corpse with you everywhere, and you try to keep using it, and it doesn't work. Usually, you can find something similar to whatever you just lost. It's very frustrating. I do also want to quickly tell you that there is a Kanban plugin that lets you literally just have fucking... let's go turn them on real quick. View plugins. Turn that shit on. Browse. I'm gonna grab the Kanban one real quick. Okay. Install. And whenever you install a plugin, you have to go here and you have to turn it on. Turn them on, or you're gonna get confused. And now I'm able to make a Kanban board, and you can just make cards. Sandwich lore. Damn. I got one of those clickety-clackety keep. Sandwich lore. Plus. Whatever. Don't worry about it. And then you can add cards here. What's up with Fred? You know, whatever. I don't know what we're doing, right? But if you rely on Kanban a lot, you are able to have one. And again, it's just in your Obsidian, and it's off. You can put it in a folder. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it here. Another thing that I really enjoy a lot is Canvas. So, Canvas is like literally an infinite space that lets you brainstorm and diagram and lay out ideas easily. You can create flowcharts, family trees, story beats, whatever you want to, you can do it in here. And once again, it's all in here. And one of the cool things about it, you can make like just like a regular like 1987, right? 87 is the start of something. Up here. And then you're also able to import your actual notes. So you can be like, Hogan's Hut! Something happened here, right? Hogan's Hut. We can just have it here, and then we can link it, right? You don't wanna know, right? So, and then you can get into, you can go nuts. You can put pictures in here. You can group things together. The spacebar is your friend. It lets you zoom out, zoom in, click and drag. This lets you really go nuts, and I really want to show you what it's capable of when you fuck around with it for a really, really long time and don't actually work on your project and instead spend a lot of time making Obsidian look really pretty. I'm gonna actually drag you to an entirely different screen really fast and see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna cry. Alright, we're here. Obsidian is not. Where's my girl? There she is. Alright. So this is, I want to move it over a little bit. It's not gonna let me move it. Good. Come here. Move it like, no. Obsidian doesn't want to move. And as you can imagine, I'm very frustrated. There we go, I can move it a little bit. Like, that's as good as we're gonna get. That's as good as we're gonna get. Okay, so this is my vault for, Promise Me, for the webcomic that I'm working on right now. As you can see, I've really messed with, like, the layout itself. Can I squish this up? Does this... Yeah, that's you see. I have a little dime. I got a little thing that lets me, like, I just get to play with them in the corner. It's really great. It helps me think a lot. No, but, so, here's the deal. Here's the dealio. So, remember that mind map we looked at earlier? That little, you can see that I have one right here. This is how things are set up so far based on what I have in this vault right now. We can just go really get in there. Really look at it. Unless it explodes. It might explode. Ooh. Doesn't want to show me. There it goes. There she is. So, now, when you get in here, you're able to see, like, once you have things really starting to lay out, you can zoom in and out, and you can look. There, Grim. In horse. My, black nodes are, dead people. Those are people who have died. So I color code things a certain way. The green ones, I know those are, it's part of the Pantheon. I have some of our main blorbos here. But when it comes to my main blorbos, as I kick something out of my desk, we have like dime. Right? I think I'm in read only. Need to be in read only. Am I? Who knows? Oh. I am now on read only mode. Okay, so I have set up my let's look at Soul. I've set up my Obsidian in a way where I actually need to add some characters. But I mean, I have the 3 main characters start of the comic right here. All their information, their basic information. I got some, I got some really cute pictures of them. This comic is very fantasy based. It's very, it has a lot to do with inspiration from Dungeons and Dragons and shit like that. So, they have classes, they have their ACs, I have their HP. Irrelevant, because when I actually go to write this, I'm going to have encounters where I kind of almost play D&D with myself for a bit, and I'm going to be using dice to see how things go. I am going to give you guys a list in the description of the plugins that I use to make my Obsidian look like this. I can tell you right now, some of it is because I use the Shiba Inu theme. That theme has been abandoned straight up. Some of it does not fucking work. You kind of have to work around it. You have to figure out what to fight with. I did my best. Some of it is that I play around in Clip Studio Paint. You know, I have my map. I colored it differently to make it kind of match the UI of everything. But like, I have started to keep track of inventory. I have their known languages. Section for like backstory. These are their bonds, like who's connected to who and why. And all these things, they link to people or locations, or and over here, like when I'm typing and I have a little thought, I can jot something down over here. Ideas, I have, I need to come over here. This is art that I need to do, right? And I am able to check off when things are done. I have extra thoughts. This is actually the one that's down here. You can pull your little guys and kind of like put them wherever you want. I have possible scenes. It's gonna take a second to pop up. Oh, it came down here. So it depends on where you've clicked. Okay, so this is where I'm also writing out. I want to be in read-only mode again. Where I'm writing out some of my ideas, and I have like a little image that like separates them. Trying to think. I have characters, I have locations. Everything is broken down by country, and then there's the cities within those countries and towns. Tada is a kingdom. I guess I have them separated by kingdom, because that's how the world is divided right now. But I mean, I have, you know, the people that are met in there. I have to build Shalo. It's a very important, very, very important town that I have done nothing. But, I might do that on stream. And then I have, like, special characters, and I have, like, the dead people, or people who are supposed to be dead, or thought to be dead, or whatever. Don't worry about spoilers. My images that I have everywhere, and I also have, some audio in here for the timer, because I use a timer. I use an hour timer. I slap this bad boy on, it starts counting down, and when an hour's up, I get to hear a noise that lets me know it's been an hour and I need to get up and stretch and drink a bunch of water and probably work on dice a little bit. So there are so many different things that you can do in order to these are all the callouts. So you want to do certain boxes and you figure out what colors they are and how to make them happen. This teaches you how to, like, what to type. I have this just hidden down here so that I fucking know. And there's more. There's even more than me now. Obsidian updates a lot. I do really recommend going kind of nuts and downloading this and trying to figure out how... Oops, yeah, did you see how scary that was? Hang on. So, like, this box right here, it's like this because I know how to deal with this, right? So, it's 2 cards, and then, you know, I'm fucking with font color, I'm fucking with, like, a bunch of, like, different things. I have external images that I've put in here. That's why there's a read-only option, that way that you don't see all the code and stuff. There's ways to hide code, there's ways to make it so certain things don't show up on the graph, there's all kinds of things you can do, and then, like, once you really get into it and you really start typing, you can kind of just go. And, you know, as you're going, as you have a thought, you type within those brackets, and it creates a ghost node that you can come back to later and fill in if you need to. So, for the webcomic for right now, what I'm doing is I'm building up the cast, right? Like, who are these characters, and why are they acting the way they do, and what is the world they're in, and how are things connected to each other, and how do they work? So yeah, that's what I've been doing, and I rely on Obsidian a lot, and I just feel like a lot of people totally miss out on this because they don't know about it, and I'm here to change that. So go download Obsidian right now. No, download Obsidian, play around with it, see how you can get it to work for you, because if nothing else, being able to make little graphs and stuff. I also, like, there's so many vaults now. I like Busywork. Is this the one that I think it is? That's the wrong one. Good. I'm glad I opened in the other window. Where's my work stuff? Like, it's right here. Okay. There she is. Well, I have a lot of things that I'm actively working on. Some plugins also don't work and they break really easily. Oh, she doesn't want to show its interesting. How do I get this? Because you can see my cursor, but you can't see the Obsidian. Well, you're stuck looking at Soul, I guess. He's beautiful. I love him. No, but like with, you know, the cards, you could make a database table. You could make, seriously, there is a plugin that will help you work better. You just need to find it. And from what I've seen, Obsidian has a fantastic, like, community where people are making things. When things break, they try to help each other out. There's, like, you can find ways to make your little dreams come true with this program, and I really like it because it helps me keep track of absolutely everything important at the start. And yeah, my favorite plugins as of August 2024, I will list down below. And I'm wishing you guys the best of luck, that they still work. And if you have any questions about them, feel free to ask, and I will do my best to help you out. Shiba Inu, getting that theme to function is kind of a nightmare. Do everything down here. So once you see, as you can see, I have a lot of community. I have a lot of plugins. It's just style. Yeah, Shiba Inu. And then it lets you mess with so many things. Fonts, headers, text, tabs, tables, you fucking name it, it's in here, and you customize all of it, and it takes a long time. And if you want to procrastinate on your webcomic, this is a fucking fantastic way to do it. But also, it's a great way to zero in and, like, really focus as well. So yeah, that's my first little tutorial on Obsidian, and I wanted this here because I want to stream me actually working in Obsidian, so you can kind of see what it looks like when I'm actually, like, kind of in, like, the flow state and, like, really be bopping around. And I wanted to have a video that I can be like, oh, you know, when people are like, what is this? How do I do this? I can be like, oh, I'm so glad you asked. There's a video on my channel. So, thank you guys for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions. I really appreciate it. I'm really happy that I'm back to making videos and stuff, and I will return to you again with my next webcomic tool that has nothing to do with art. I think it's probably going to be, there's a little spreadsheet that I use that's pretty fucking cool, and I'll teach you about that next. Thank you guys so much for being awesome. I'll see you guys soon, and I love you.